Hey guys, I'm down the other end of the room. What I'm doing at the moment is for, I'm setting up to do some more performance-based stuff. So I'm just tidying up this end of the room and I want to make it look really pretty. And I thought I might as well talk to you guys while I do it. And I need to set up mics and signal paths and just get set up for recording live things. Can we just check as soon as we've got someone in? I need to check whether all the chat stuff's working. Have a look at that. I'm just going to leave this running until people have hopped on. But yeah, I'm just going to screw in some mics. Hey, can you say something on the chat and just have a look and just let me know if that's working? Should be. Hey, okay, that's something. Cool. Okay, the other thing we're going to do today is I'm going to set up this end of the room. And I thought we could have more of a kind of chat and do slightly less kind of playing in this one because I need to get set up to record some stuff down this end. So this is actually the microphone that the first album was recorded on. So this is a microphone called the Geffel, which I loved a bit. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So using that, I can't actually see the comments at the moment, but I will sort that out in a sec. The other thing I might do is I might get my brother on the phone and he'll have a look at what you're saying and then he'll tell me what you're saying through the medium of my phone and then we can work that way. But we're setting up for live stuff is the plan. I need to work out how to reattach this, which I should never have taken off because I don't really know how to do it. But before I start fiddling around, how's everyone doing? Are you guys all good? I just finished interviewing a kind of therapist guy that I thought might be helpful for people because obviously a lot of people are suddenly, and even within like my own friends, I'm suddenly seeing people kind of starting to freak out a little bit now as I think it's as the kind of denial starts wearing off and everyone starts being like, oh, this is life right now. So yeah, it's being edited at the moment and we'll see how it turns out. I just did it on my phone. You don't like it? You're not alone in that, Vicky. I don't particularly like it either. It's really weird. Are you gigging a sec? Hang on, I can't read them all now. Oh, I have a good gig. I'm just going to set up for live stuff. I want to set up because with the performance of Teardrop, I watched it back and I was like, I liked it, but I think I can do it. I can do it a lot better if I do it in isolation. So I'm going to set up loads of mics. I was going to use a C12 for the vocal, if anyone cares. Maybe one of the Astons actually. I don't know, I've got a lot of mics to pick from. And then my brother's going to ring and he'll tell me what you're saying while I'm plugging stuff in. And then we can just have a chat. But thanks for coming back, all the people that have come back. It's it's very strange times. But hopefully this interview will be handy, and I think it will, and I'm not threatening you with this. I'm just using it to make a point. What do people say? Yeah, people by themselves I really feel for. I mean, I've got my girlfriend downstairs and a small dog as well, so that's helpful. Gives me an excuse to go out momentarily as well. Oh, it's really nice to see you guys like talking to each other. I mean, that's the other thing that was amazing about the zoo the last time round. Was it kind of created a small community of people that I think still talk to each other individually. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Day 14. I think I might be on about the same. Whereabouts are you? Whereabouts in the world? Oh, I didn't show you the dog. I can go and get the dog. I'll do that while my brother's on. Sorry, I didn't mean to threaten you with the mic thingy. Sorry. And I will do some game stuff, I promise. But my girlfriend's working at home, so I can't really be in the background. We're only on day 4. I mean, I saw it coming and started doing it a bit early. I was like, any minute now, something is going to hit the fan. So I just started hiding. Oh, your dog died a few months ago. I'm so sorry. Oh, that sucks. Garnouche. It's fun, isn't it? It's not just me. There's loads of like magic words that should be magic words but aren't. I think Parmesan cheese definitely sounds like a spell. Parmesan! You can enjoy that as well. Yeah, Boris Johnson has it now. That's quite a big. I mean, I think that will probably make people feel even more vulnerable because if you think of like the guy on the telly up there, it's kind of like a untouchable character, and if he's got it, then what? I mean, he has a lot of meetings. I think most people are avoiding meetings. You could say that, but you definitely shouldn't. What else do people say? It's full lockdown. What else is there? What else is there to? Well, like we're not allowed out the house at all. Oh, I'm sorry, Megan. That must be scary. Yes, that is a cassette player. This is what I use for where I go. I've still got the globe that I used on the first tour. Amanda, are you the one that I thought was you were the person I thought was a criminal, aren't you? Well, it's nice to have you back. I'm sorry, I thought you were a criminal. But it is weird. I'm having huge. I had a real like bit of a downward spiral today. This is a soft lockdown. So I was. Oh, I don't really know what else. What else can you lock down? What vinyl turntable do you use? I can't remember. I think, I think we had a. What's it? Is it Stereo Technic or something Technic? Or is it just Technic? On the first album, I've got a Riga as well, which is lovely. Riga? I never know how to say it. I didn't say the P word. We got really like we got stuck down past a hole last stream, so I definitely want to avoid that. Oh, thank you very much. Well, no, it's strange. It's just trying to stay kind of motivated and keep working because obviously, like my work's here a lot of the time anyway. So I set up, I do my thing, and then yeah, I kind of just hit a wall. I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I can't. Just run aground. Yeah, my brother will be. I mean, he's got a studio at home as well, so I can I can send him the stuff that I'm working on, and he can chuck some. So he's done like a bunch already. But I think I'm looking at sending bits of the album all over the place. There's a really good drummer who's offered to do some stuff. I am not drunk. How dare you? I'm drinking out a Kraken glass, but it's just water. Hopefully we'll get my brother on the phone soon. I think he's just doing all the live now stuff. Oh, I'm glad these streams are helping. I don't really know what. Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's more music coming out in not too long. Oh, good. Any more impersonations? I need to practice some. I haven't really thought about it for a while. I did do a good Patrick Warburton, but not that many people. He's the guy that was the guy that played the Tick in the TV series The Tick. He's also the voice of Krunk in The Emperor's New Groove. I love his voice. His voice is amazing. But what are you guys doing to kind of keep it together? I'm lucky because I can work from home, which I think is good. But obviously, a lot of people's work has just completely disappeared, and then they're going to get like money from the government, but that still doesn't solve the problem of like what to do with your time. So, what are people doing with their time? What's the weirdest thing anyone's done so far? Has anyone like developed a brand new hobby that's fascinating? planting sunflowers, hiking. Actually, hiking's a good call. I'm still a bit scared to even leave the house. Yoga's good. The arts. Always wise. Cinema. No, I don't think I have. Oh, you got a video blog for the pupils. That's good. I was thinking I might start music lessons. Voodoo. A fine choice. You didn't buy any of my dreads, did you? Because some people have my dreads, and I've been worrying about voodoo ever since. Solo raves, nice. Making beer, that sounds very dangerous. I like it. Oh, keeping your toddler occupied. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm going to do loads more of my music stuff. I'm just set up. For those of you that don't know, my music is it's a kids project. So it's a book that covers a child's whole day. And we did an album that goes with the book, and it's really fun. Kids seem to really like it. Everyone that's heard it loves it. But just not that many people have heard it yet. It's quite a kind of oversaturated. Ding Dong Ditch. Is that a game, or is that I'm terrified to ask, quite frankly. Working from home with two little ones running around. I mean, that's almost like the best case scenario, because you're kind of distracted and keeping going. I guess it's the people that kind of just nothing to do. You can do that as long as they don't answer it and then they're less than 2 meters away. That's totally fine. You're allowed to play Ding Dong Ditch. Trying to stay in touch. Obviously, like, that is the best thing about technology right now, is you can talk to anyone anywhere in the world. Like my girlfriend's parents, they're in New Zealand, and her brother's in Berlin, and everyone's talking all the time. They're actually talking more than they did before, I think, which is actually quite nice. But I think everyone's kind of coming out of the kind of denial phase, and everyone's kind of working towards like accepting that this is actually happening, because it is unbelievably surreal. You picked up the saxophone again. Actually, I have something. I don't think it's got batteries in it, but check this out. We'll blow your mind. This. What's it called? It's the Casio DH100 MIDI digital saxophone. I don't think it's got any batteries in it. It does. It did have a power supply once, but I don't think the power supply came with it. I will put batteries in it. It takes a lot of batteries, but it's an amazing thing. But yeah, I'll fire that up just for you. Well, yeah, so what else do you want to see on here as well? Because obviously, like the last few times I've just come in and done stuff. Oh, it's so cool. I mean, it's so stupid. But it is brilliant. Hey, Olivia. Oh, Tiger King, I'm on episode 2. Don't tell me anything. It's fascinating so far. You're getting frustrated with your cat? I really feel for people that live with actual people. It's tricky. I mean, I'm lucky because the person I'm with, I genuinely love spending every second with, and it's amazing. But some of the advice given out was, if you're in a relationship, you have to either stop seeing each other immediately or move in together immediately. That's terrifying. That's like bafflingly bizarre advice. I mean, obviously it makes sense, but how odd is that? So there must be all these couples that are like, well, should we just move in? Like, yeah, let's move in. And then that's it for, I mean, we don't really know how long this is going to last yet, but that could be a long time. That's worrying. How do you work on your falsetto? there's loads of like stretching exercises. I'm gonna do some like essentially like specials where we really focus in on stuff. And I'll do some like in-depth guitar stuff, some in-depth vocal stuff, maybe some in-depth recording stuff, and kind of put it together that way. I mean, the last stream was, I think I crossed the line into going down into like proper surrealist nonsense. So I want to be aware of that and kind of structure things a bit more, which is one of the reasons I wanted to kind of talk to you about the kind of things you want to see. Yeah, what else are people watching? Like Tiger King's amazing. I mean, to be honest, the worst thing that's happened since I've been in isolation was I wasn't not only in isolation, but I also finished New Girl, which has been my go-to thing to watch for quite a long time. So that was like I really felt like I felt like they abandoned me in my time of need. I'm trying to restart the American Office. Just so it feels like I've got like friends around that I know really well. Big Bang Theory, it's classic for a reason. Oh, Vikings! My brother and my dad really got into that. I'm a bit late to the game. Westworld, I really like the first series. I haven't watched any more of that. Make a tab book for Hit the Ground Running. To be honest, I could probably do that in the time I've got. Watching Frozen 2 for 2 weeks. Are you serious? I haven't watched it yet. I might do that. Maybe that's a weekend movie. Also, I really want to see The Joker as well. I haven't seen that yet. And I missed it in the cinema and I was really annoyed about that. And every night I'm like, sure, we could watch The Joker, and just no one's ever quite in the right mood, and it's starting to do my head in. So I want to watch that. Oh, Grace Frankie is good as well. I haven't seen much of it, but what I've seen has been really good. Oh, Marvelous Miss Mabel. I've watched, I think, 4 episodes of that. That's one of my on my own things that I watch. That sounds seriously dodgy, but it's actually not. But yeah, so it's something that my girlfriend's watched, that I watch when she's busy. I know Joker's Amaze Balls. Everyone says I'm going to absolutely love it. I haven't seen it yet. And apparently like the music's meant to be incredible. I mean, there were speakers that I kind of blew up in the studio that still work, but just they were a bit weird. So I've plugged those in downstairs. So if I want to, everyone in my building can know what I'm watching. But then my next door neighbours are quite similar, because I don't know what they've got there, but it's punchy. You can hear it. You can hear it through the wall quite clearly. Occasionally, there was one time, like they were watching something really loud, and I wasn't annoyed that it was loud, and I texted them about it. But the reason I texted them was like, "What film is this?" Because I know it. I know every note of the music, and I can't hear what they're saying, but I can hear the voices. And like, what is it? And then they kind of asked me, oh, sorry, do you want us to turn it down? I was like, no, turn it up so I can hear what it is. Bloody Batman Begins, wasn't it? Of course I knew it. I'm in London. I'm in kind of East London, in a small cultural desert between Canary Wharf and Stratford. Oh, The Good Place. I finished that as well. I finished The Good Place and New Girl. I need new things, otherwise I'm gonna struggle. What else have we got here? Oh, sorry, I didn't look at Twitter for a couple of days. Sorry, I should do that as well. I'm just getting used to kind of juggling everything at the same time. What film do I know word for word? There's quite a few. Like WALL-E obviously doesn't have many words, so that's an easy one. And I used to use it to get to sleep. The Life Aquatic, I know every single word of. Maybe like the first 3 Star Warses. I could definitely do those. 3 Amigos, I know every word of the 3 Amigos. Quite proud of that. I've dipped into some people's streams, yeah. It's strange. It's the same with like music documentaries. Like as soon as I stop watching someone do something, it just makes me want to do something. So I end up not watching that much of it. Kidding with Jim Carrey. I hadn't even heard of that. It's pretty good. Fave PS1 game. What was on PS1? Was that Metal Gear Solid? Pretty sure that was PS1. Or was PS1 even earlier? Was that more Crash Bandicoot? You Are Groot. Oh, Young Frankenstein. I could probably do that word for word as well. Sam Brooks was on Twitch. Oh, I can't read the bottom of it. What was he doing? Is Twitch? What else can you do on Twitch? I thought that was just computer games. Which three Star Wars? In terms of the chronology of the release dates, the first three Star Wars. Is that out? Oh, 1917, I saw in cinema. That was amazing. That was an incredible film. And the kind of cinematography and the score as well was amazing. I did nearly see that in 3D 4DX. And I'm really, really, really glad I didn't. Because 3D 4DX is like when it's the smell of it and the wind and everything shakes and moves around. I would not want to have been any more immersed in that film than I was, especially considering most of the scenery contained large dead horses. And I don't need to smell that. Seeing that, I think, is enough. I think that's all right. Oh, nice. Oh, I'll find that because I love that album. It's a great album. Oh, Quiet Place. Oh, that was dark. I think I was on telly. Apparently I tuned in for like the worst bit and was like, I don't need to see that. I don't need that in my life. No, I don't collect any coins. Should I? Is it satisfying? I'm just waiting for people to say stuff. Oh, actually, I need to grab some more mic stands. So this is one of my favorite mics. This is a Geffel, which is the same mic that was used on the first album. The other mics I need are, I need the C12, which is my poshest microphone. Oh, there's loads. Schitt's Creek I haven't done any of. Oh, The Room, I have seen The Room. I actually went to the UK premiere of The Room, and the director and star did a talk afterwards, which was absolutely mind-blowing. Have you figured out your wobbly bits? How dare you? What else is in here? Yeah, the room is, it's amazing. Oh, Sex Education is absolutely incredible. I loved it. And the ending of the second season was so cruel. But yeah, incredibly funny. I mean, the films I've watched over and over again when I kid. Three Amigos was right up there, and it's not a film that many people have seen, but I think it's called An Ewok Adventure, which is like a Star Wars spin-off, which is mainly Ewoks. Actually based my look on the Ewok film. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Actually, this is quite interesting. Which film, as a child, did you have an irrational fear of? For me, it was really embarrassing. It was The Little Mermaid. I was genuinely terrified of Ursula. Where have the little boxes gone? Here. Hello, welcome to my little boxes. What's right here? It's adapters and picks and more adapters and some more adapters. Ooh! And an XLR extender, that's what it is. What bass guitars do you have? Well, my favourite bass guitar is currently partially snapped in half and is desperate in need of some love. So I need to sort it out. But it's an Epiphone Rivley. I think it was made in '67. Do you actually not eat fish? Because that's amazing. Or Aliens. Aliens is kind of full on action. Alien I found way more scary because it was all tension. You were terrified of E.T. when he stretched his neck. Bananas in Pajamas. I actually know one of the Bananas in Pajamas. He was a teacher at my school. I Am Legend. I do not remember that Chicken Run. What freaked you out on Chicken Run? Fair enough. I mean, that's Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, classic. I think Poltergeist was like the first film that I saw when I was way too young to see it, and it completely freaked me out. Lassie makes everyone cry without exception. If you don't cry at Lassie, then you do not have a heart. The Pie Machine. Is that a real thing? Oh, the Pie Machine in... Sorry, I'm joining the dots here. In Chicken Run. Okay, that is quite scary. Fair enough. Can I do a bass solo? Yeah. Should I play bass and talk? Hang on, let me plug in a bass. Actually, is this amp plugged in? Yes! Okay, I just need to jack it to jack. Can I reach one without going off the screen? Oh, the Three Amigos is amazing. You are correct, sir. What's that? That looks like a jack to jack. Sorry. Sorry, I'll hear some weird noises out here. Give me 2 seconds. It's a very long jack to jack. Chicken Run quotes. Actually, they're going down surprisingly well. What was the film where the kids went swimming and got bitten by piranhas? I don't know off the top of my head. But do you remember Water Babies? With hi, Calcalorum. Remember that? It's another classical film. They're different pants. The different ones. Just so everyone's aware. What, you saw Terminator when you were 5? That is hardcore. Okay, let's plug in a BS. Should maybe closer. It's very hard to read these in my glasses. Actually, no one's ever seen me in my glasses. I actually look quite intelligent. Scared of water babies. I mean, it was quite scary at times. This is my brother's bass. Actually, I'll tell you everything you need to know about my father in kind of one fact about him. So my dad had some motorbikes. He had like a BMW, another one, and then one of the motorbikes he got was the same model motorbike that Arnold Schwarzenegger rides in Terminator 2. So it's called a Harley Fat Boy, and he had it in the same colour as well, which was a limited edition, kind of light blue. Oh yeah, that's nice. Hellraiser. I don't think I've ever seen Hellraiser. I don't think. I'm not sure. Stargate 1. I don't think I've ever watched that. I don't think so. The Ring. I did see that. Oh, The Descent. The Descent. That was terrifying. I had genuine nightmares. I was climbing out the TV. Yeah, fair enough. bass player. What's the second name? It's the girl that played. She was in like the kind of 70s band that were based in the studio and played on every record ever made. And her name's Carol something, but I can't remember her second name. One of my favourite Carol quotes is, if you heard bass in the time period she was playing and it had balls, that was her. If you see videos of her, it's literally the coolest woman who has ever walked the earth. I don't know if she's still alive. I think she is. But Carol something, if someone can Google Carol bass player, I would think she would pop up. She was absolute beast. There's no earthly way of knowing which way it is the river's flowing. Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is a hurricane blowing? Oh, that is quite creepy. Yes! Carol Kaye. Is it Kaye? Yeah, she is a legend. Absolute legend. And so cool in interviews as well. I can't remember which, there's a documentary that she's in quite a lot that I actually managed to watch without just coming into the studio. I haven't really watched Gavin and Stacey. I haven't really done that. Do I need to do that? Lots of people like it. Can you play the riff at the end of Fingertips? Is that the... I'm just trying to think. So... Is that a shot? Yeah, Carol Kaye. Carol Kaye. Yes, I do know Thomas Leap. He's a legend. Maybe I should interview him. That'd be an interesting chat. Gavin and Stacey. Okay, I'll check it out. There is a new ring. I haven't seen it though. I don't know anything about it. I should check that out. Could you do it on bass? Could I do what on bass? Fingertips. I don't think I can do fingertips on bass. It's kind of going. Red light, like it's a gate. I'm in trouble, right in this space. Come on, reach out to me. Make no mistake, I'm only sane when you say my name. You're my fingertips, like don't. I think I'm in a different key. Should I see if I can get my brother on, then I can continue with my plan. Let me text him, see if he's kicking about. My dad's watching, and he was talking about films that I watched over and over again. He chimed straight in. The Flying Island of Laputa. He just chimed up about, hey dude!
That's delayed.
Oh, is it delayed? Is that weird? Do you need to put headphones on? You want to say hi to Tubbs? Say hi to Tubbs.
How's this gonna work?
Is it not? Is this a bad idea? Did I do bad?
Oh yeah, I'm listening to myself talk.
Oh yeah. Maybe just... Oh no, but if you mute it, you might be able to hear what I'm saying.
No. Well, I can hear you down the phone.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's the phone involved. So if you mute that and just listen to the phone, is that right? This is my dad. This is Toby. Toby's not my dad. Toby's my brother. He's a bit older, but not that much.
Hang on, let me mute this. Okay.
Okay, does that work?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I think so. slightly confusing not being able to hear what's going on there.
That's true. Well, to be honest, you're getting it down the phone mic anyway.
Okay.
So it should be alright. So if I'm going to stop
Alright.
reading and start moving around the room a bit more. I'll put you over here so people can hear what you're saying.
I can type on the thing as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can type on the thing. What's your favourite bass line, Tubbs?
Oh, that's a tricky one. Anything from Cypress Hill.
Anything from where?
Cypress Hill.
Oh, Cypress Hill. I don't think I know any of it. I was wondering if I could work anything out. Is that the dun? It's that one, isn't it?
No, that's Busta Rhymes' fault.
Is that Busta Rhymes? Sorry, my rap knowledge is not as good as
So
yours.
anything from Black Sunday, Cypress Hill, classic soul bass lines.
I'll learn some of that for the next stream. We were just talking about
Can
Carol
people on the
Kay.
stream hear me talking through the phone?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thought he said Spice Girls. It did sound a bit like Spice Girls the first time he said it.
Anything from the Spice Girls, basically, yeah.
Yeah, just anything Spice Girls. To
Similar.
become one classic bass line.
Bangers.
That was Jimmy the Fingers played on that, and you can't go wrong. Jimmy the Fingers.
What other classic bass lines are there? The Meters, any of the Meters bass lines.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good Stevie Wonder stuff as well. That's good for bass.
Oh yeah.
What's
A
the
lot of
classic
Motown
Meters
stuff.
one?
Hey?
What's the classic Meters one? Just trying to think.
Here we go. I don't know, I need to check my phone. Hang on.
What's Just Kiss My Baby?
That's my phone.
That is a great bass line.
Yeah, that's probably what I was thinking of.
Just kiss my baby. So good. That's kind of what I based that little funk thing I did for Terminal. That was kind of based on Meters vibes. That was it.
Oh, shucks. Let me find it. It's gonna annoy me.
Sissy Strut is another one, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my God, look at
Sissy Strut is the one I'm thinking of.
Okay, so I need to work out that. No Diggity's pretty good. I mean, one of my favourite things is the what's it actually called? With the Godzilla sample. I always come back to
That's
it.
based
So
on,
much fun.
that's the sample from Godzilla.
Yeah, the Godzilla sample's awesome.
The original Godzilla movies.
That's probably the most fun bass line to play. It's impossible not to enjoy it. Actually, do you know that, Tones? You should learn that one. It's great fun.
I don't know that one.
So satisfying. Superstition, yeah, Superstition is classic. Anyway, Tobes, you're in charge of comments.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on them.
Yeah. Yeah, reggae bass. There's loads of amazing reggae bass lines. Okay, I'm gonna just pop this one down.
I quite like the idea of some classic old school console gaming streams.
Oh, what, like Atari?
No, like the old Mega Drive classics. Like Old
Altered
Mac,
Beast.
Streets of Rage.
Oh, Streets of Rage. We should do
Altered
that.
Beast
How do you
would be
guys
good.
feel? How do you guys feel about a retro game
The
stream?
problem is those games are hard.
Like really hard and really repetitive. Like unbelievably repetitive. And they don't
It
have a
took me
story.
years to finish some of those.
Yeah,
Years.
and you can't save.
No.
I mean, that was the hardest thing about it, was that Sonic had the level select. 10 points for anyone that can remember the level select for Sonic.
You just had 3 lives and that was it.
Yeah.
You're done.
Altered Beast.
Yeah, that's Altered Beast.
Did you mention that already? Oh, no, that was
Remember Earthworm Jim?
Oh, he's such a groovy guy. Yes.
Loved Earthworm Jim.
Golden
James
Axe.
Pond. Do you remember James Pond?
Oh, James Pond. That was hard.
That was
That
a
was
good one.
really hard, James Pond. Music was good though. Again, all the music in those games was awesome. Driver 2, that's a Mega Drive? Was it? Am I thinking of Stunt Driver 2? Earthworm Jim, he's such a groovy guy. Worm Jim, rocket through the sky, flying through the universe, having lots of fun. It comes from Jimmy, you know that he's the mighty one. Why do I know all the words to that? Of all the things to carry around in my brain all the time, that doesn't seem like a useful thing to have in there. Okay. I'm just going to grab, I need XLR. Let's grab one of those.
What are you doing?
I'm setting up for the Posher live stuff that I'm going to do later.
Some nicely recorded.
Yeah, I'm going for, I'm using all my fanciest microphones. But I've just got to find them first.
Okay.
I could try I've got the stealth. It's even got a guitar setting. Look at this, isn't that sexy? That is a sexy microphone, it's massive. So we could try that. Maybe try that on the guitar. I reckon that for the guitar, so that and the Geffel, that'd be nice, stereo image. And then I think maybe the C12 on the vocal, but you will get a lot of spill, and if you get too much spill, then I'll use the SM7B. These are my thoughts for anyone that can. What are people saying? I saw Harry Potter on the screen a moment ago.
It's a computer game, a Harry Potter game. I never played it.
What was that on?
I don't know.
Was that pre the films?
I guess not.
No? Sorry. It's going to get very uncomfortably close to you for a moment. Just moving uncomfortably close. Oh, that's a bit high. Well, I can point it down then. Just doing a kind of mini stream this evening.
So I just had to shut the door. My girlfriend's having a Heim party on her own in the living room.
Doesn't she do that on a regular basis?
Fairly regular, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, why doesn't that stay? That's good. Ah. Did you go to the gig? Didn't you go to a gig not that long ago?
When you say not long ago, that was probably good, maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah. And for anyone watching, that is how my brain works. Quite recently is in the last decade.
And where was that? Ali Pally.
Oh, Ali Pally. Oh, I've got the De Facto as well. That's a very nice microphone. That's one, I used that live for a good few calls. So does that look alright? I guess you can't really see what's going on. That's a bit weird, it's very high there. Because it's hard to get like the microphone coverage I need. And
You could angle it quite a lot lower than that.
yeah. But I don't want to be too surrounded by stands. How do you guys feel about, I mean, obviously like the main thing is it has to sound good, but you want to be able to, like, you don't want anything in front of my face. And also, what songs do you think I should record?
That is important.
I want to do fingertips. I want to do that acoustic version of together I've been messing around with. People Should Smile World's another one I want to do. I might redo Teardrop, but all classy like. But what else?
A long
What else do
shot
you
would
guys?
be good. I do a long shot.
Oh, Long Shot. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That'd be fun. By the way, if I look incredibly confused, it's because normally I have an engineer come in and help me with all this stuff, but no one can come in, so I'm gonna have to work out. I'm gonna have to work it out for myself. What are people saying, Tibbs?
Lots of songs being thrown out there. Shadowboxing, All I Got, Over and Out, Clouds, Brick by Brick, In the Morning, Soon, Treading Water.
Someone requested in the morning.
If this is it, yes. Isabel,
Oh,
564.
Does this work? It's like old.
Dylan wants a cover of I Will Survive.
I said no, I will survive. Oh, I haven't looked through that list you sent me earlier, Tibbs.
Of the 100 trending songs from quarantine.
Yeah. No, definitely, there'll be something there. We've got a
There's
cover.
some good ones in there. There's Don't Stand So Close to Me, The Police.
Brilliant.
I Want to Break Free, Queen.
Oh. I've done a great
Strong
cover. I
choices.
can do it all.
The problems are the choruses are very relevant, but the verses are completely irrelevant.
Yeah, I imagine that would be the case with almost all
Hello, Nathan Scott. And your wifey.
of them. I'm just going to grab a stamp. I'm going to nip out of the shop for a moment. Play All Right. I've never played All Right. It wasn't on the tour. Also, I'm not sure it's what people need to hear right now. Considering the chorus goes, what if it's not going to be all right?
We do need some cover ideas. Any good covers?
Yeah, there must be one that's kind of lyrically solid the whole way through.
Just the verses are so inappropriate on a lot of the good ones.
Falling in love, God knows. See, that's quite intrusive. Especially when it's got a big mic. Oops, sorry. That's alright. So guitar, vocal. From the bars, there's a lot of songs that people request that I've never actually played live. Oh, Toby, are you still slanging?
I do occasionally slang. Very occasionally. Well, not at the moment, obviously, because we're all jobless.
Yeah, everyone's kind of stuck, especially live-wise.
All I do now is edit your social media for 20 hours a day.
Yes, good. Yeah, it's a strange state of affairs.
It's quite fun, actually.
Yeah? Oh, good. So if I do this like that, might work. I don't know if that'll work. So in cover ideas of songs that make sense with the situation we're in now, but from start to finish, not just like a cut, like the main hook meaning something. What have we got?
Oh, All By Myself is a great shout.
Oh, that is a great shout. We should do that. Whose idea was that?
You could do Tyler McNaughton. Am I saying that right? I think I am.
Oh, that's great. Where should we do it?
I don't know if you said that first, though.
Should we do it
All
in the
by
house,
myself,
or should I
yeah.
go and find like a vast empty space and just shout it? All
You could do
by
it-
myself.
You could do it in the stairwell down to the basement of your building.
Could do, as long as no one appears. Don't wanna be. Oh, it's a great song, so that's a good shout. I'm down with that.
And no one's really out and about at the moment, so you should be alright.
Yeah. I need a screwdriver. I don't know how to get that off without hurting myself. I'm just going to find a screwdriver. Give me 2 seconds. You'll still be able to hear me. I'll just be over here. Don't wanna be. You could kind of.
Kickback says, please don't touch by Motorhead. Would be good.
Ooh. Don't know if I know that off the top of my head, but definitely sounds like.
Don't stand so close to me, the police is a good one, but if you listen to the verses, then just not appropriate.
What
Very
are they,
weird
what
song.
are they about?
It's not right. You can listen in your own time.
I'm so intrigued. Oh, I'm definitely doing that later.
You can play it. Play it out of your computer. You got Spotify.
I don't think I'm allowed to.
Really? Well, you can't get demonetized. You're not monetized anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, is that what the punishment is?
I don't know. I guess so.
Just if anyone ever wants to remove a mic kind of thread adapter, this is not the right tool for the job, just so everyone's aware. In fact, this is probably going to break. But as long as I get it moving.
Good song.
Yeah, All By Myself's good. What about Romery? From
Yeah.
Team America? I was going to say Captain America, that's different from. Rory,
yeah.
sad roam. There's no one, just the only. Go. You can do it in the style of Kermit the Frog. Sitting on my little own. Okay, this is not working. Work really hard, make up great plans, but nobody listens, no one understands. Feels like no one. That's a good key thing. Seriously. We could do that.
Up theme tune. What was the theme tune for Up? I can't remember what that was.
Theme tune for Up.
I don't remember it.
Oh, I don't know what song that was either off the top of my head. Okay, so I need to find a screwdriver for that. But if that mic goes there, see that annoys me. I think that's quite intimidating. Does anyone else find this intimidating? It's a bit much. I might need something lower. We're fine. Oh, there's another mic stand. Hang on.
I think you can have the camera higher, but
Yeah, that's true. But it's just always going to be kind of a long line. I'd rather have something lower that comes up. I think it'll be less intrusive.
fair enough.
Rainbow connection. What stand is fine? Oh, the stand is fine. I think that's. Let me just try another one. Let me just take. Let's take this one. This. So songs that I'd like to play. Softly. I'd like to do A Good Live Fingertips. I'd like to do There Is Still Time. It's on my list of things I would like to play. The acoustic version of Together that I've been goofing around with, which I've made way too hard. I'd like to do that. Just to prove to myself that I can. Oh, this is the syncing mic. Oh no, this is bad. This is a bad idea. Oh, let's go closer and further up. Let's try that as a vibe. Oh, that's pretty good. This is the worst mic stand ever. That looks professional. Is that too intrusive? Let's grab a random guitar. Oh, no one's doing.
I think that's pretty good.
This is actually the guitar that I recorded in the morning on. This is very nice guitar. What else are people saying? Finish that one. So secret in space, and the world's spinning around. We ride like people should smile more. Well, people should smile more. Yeah, it is quite fitting. It's true. Do a classical version of that. People should smile more. I'm not saying there's nothing to cry for when you've got. Never done that before. Keep moving. This city is sitting next to me. Where it's gonna go. One thing is certain. Never alone. Oh, never alone is actually quite. That does make sense with the situation. When I lose my way, I get out of anything. Yeah. He was a professional. I need to relearn because I can't remember it anymore.
MC Hammer, you can't touch this. That's a good shout.
Nice.
Very strong bass line.
He was a professional dog food taster. Wrong key. You've got to get Kermit in the right key. What else people saying?
Boulevard of Broken Dreams comes up a lot.
Yeah, and that's from American Idiot. American Idiot. Over and out. Is it the same person saying over and out just over and over again?
Carry you, fix the situation.
Yeah. Play Mike Dawes. Oh, come on.
To the bridge, classic.
I could do, but I'd have to learn it. I mean, it's a very complicated band. Could interview him though, that'd be quite fun. And we could maybe have like a space jam. Is that what it's called when you jam with someone over the internet? Because it should be. It's a space jam. But I do call contactless payment space tapping as well. So. Utah style. Walk this way, talk this way. Is that applicable? I don't think it is. Unless you change it all to don't walk this way and don't talk this way, just stay over there. Rocket Man. I'll only do Rocket Man if I can do the William Shatner version. And if you haven't seen the William Shatner version of Rocket Man, that is what you should do as soon as this stream stops, which will be quite soon, you should just type in William Shatner, Rocket Man, and you will have a very confusing few minutes on your hand. Okay, I'm going to do some proper kind of playing of songs, which is what I'm setting up for. I just need to sort out the cables, but I'll do that later because you won't be able to see me doing it. Fields of Gold?
Life on Mars, you've sung that before.
Oh, I have, yeah. Did I play it as well? I can't remember if I did. I think I
No,
was
you just sang it.
Yeah, I was just singing.
Actually, you might have had a guitar, I can't remember.
I can't remember. It was at the Royal Albert Hall, all places. I don't know any Tracy Chapman, actually. Should do. Elvis Costello. I don't actually know. I only know the big Elvis Costello songs. He comes up a lot on people's list of like really inspirational people. Maybe we should do some Costello research. Okay, so all the things we have talked about, I will do those, but I'm not going to do them now. I'm going to practice them, and then I'm going to do them well, because I've learned my lesson. This is what's happened. I think maybe we should call it there for tonight. We'll have a look at all these covers, and I think All By Myself is winning for me in my head. Just trying to think what you could do with it stylistically. I could probably find some acoustic juice.
Yeah, I like All By Myself. I think you could do something good with that.
Okay, let's do that.
I think that's a good one.
Okay, cool. I think I'm going to leave it there for today. But Toby, thank you very much for all your help. And,
No problem.
The people of the
You should
internet.
probably play something for them before you go. Even just a little bit of something.
A lot of
Don't
people.
just leave them hanging.
I mean, a lot of people have been mentioning people should smile more.
That could be a good one. You can give them one last chance on the chat to throw in anything
Okay,
that you might
hit me with more
actually know how to
stuff,
play.
Toby, you're being asked to shout squad.
Squad?
Mm-hmm.
I don't do shouting.
He doesn't do it. He's not a shouter.
I'm not shouting.
All by myself, percussive. Yeah, here we go. What are they saying, Tubbs?
They're still trying to meet Frankie.
Oh, shall I go and get Frankie?
Go on.
Let's go and get Frankie. Although I'm gonna have to keep her on a. She can't break anything. Okay, I'm back in a sec. Tubbs, keep him company.
I'll keep an eye on them. Make sure they're good. You gotta meet Frankie. She's the best. Right, any song ideas you can chuck in now. How do I work this?
Very exciting.
Here comes Frankie.
Okay, I got Frankie. I'm gonna hang out for a bit. Sorry, this is very comfy here. This is Frankie. Frankie, say hello to the people of the internet. She's not gonna want to stay up here very long. Oh, she's gonna let my head up. Ah! Stop it. Stop
Frankie
it.
loves company.
Thank you. Thank you. That's quite enough of that. Say hello. No, you're just gonna lick my ear. Okay. Hello. No licking. No licking. She's the lucky one. There you go, Stone. There you go. Yeah. Gonna sit down, get comfy. Yeah. Gonna sit down. What? No, not. Oh, not there. Come on. Come on. Sit this. No, stop it. Come on, this way. And sit down and relax. I've got my hand on. No, stop it. Stop it. So this is Frankie. This is very lucky but very lovely. Yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah. You look that way, you can see it. No, not the face. We've talked about that. We've talked about this. Okay.
Frankie, stop that.
Full fat. I could do full fat on the base. That might be fun. Okay. Frankie, I'm
Do a
gonna...
few full fats.
Should we do that? Let's do that on the base, see if I can remember it. Okay. Down you go. Get go. Get go. Shall I let you...
Alright, try Frankie out.
Frankie, you can go or stay. It's up to you. Or should we do nylon string full fat? Maybe let's try nylon string full fat.
People should smile more. Radioactive by Imagine Dragons, a few people are saying.
Wow.
As a cover option.
That's pretty good, actually. Could maybe do something good with that. People should smile more in capital letters. You've also got Frankie tap dancing on the floor now. Full fat! I think it's how you would pronounce that.
Over and out, you haven't played in years.
I mean, I don't know how to play it anymore. I have to relearn it. GTA theme tune. Hello, Frankie. Hello. No, you can't lick my hands while I'm playing guitar. Oh, no.
Don't sense me in.
Do we have a winner, do you reckon? That I can do? That I know?
Well, it's either full fat or people should smile more for ones you can just do.
Shall I try and do a segue?
You could attempt it.
Okay, let's attempt segue. It's hard to see the light when the fridge door is closed. Tiptoe down the hall, open the door and find out that God is a small sausage roll. I fall and I crawl and I break and I'm a dreaming of barrel Levine. Oh, devil eyes, short skirt thighs and I'm on my knees again. Santa Claus green is now caffeine free. Full fat filled that limousine down. No cash, no company. Never stop, tell me what I need. Screen is not caffeine free. I want full fat that limousine. Got no cash, no company. Yeah. People should smile more. I'm not saying there's nothing to cry for when you've got everything laid out for you. Just close your eyes, cut your breath, and starting up the war. Keep flying, keep moving. The city is sitting next to me, laid out. It's gonna come one day. It's certain I can't change the world, 'cause trying to make a difference makes it worse. Just an observation I can't ignore. But people should smile more. People should smile more. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care. See you soon.
Bye,
I'm going to
guys.
shut this thing down. Thanks, Toads. See you in a
See
little
ya.
bit. Bye, guys.